Congratulations! You've done what just a mere 6 weeks ago you thought was impossible. You've reached the end of the course. This is our last module. Last is not always least, however. In this module, you'll learn about building skills for home and community and about how to best serve students through the transition to adult life. Skills for the community have to be taught in a way that honors and encourages self-determination and general education inclusion. Based on the literature to date, some community-based instruction is needed to ensure skills learned through school opportunities or simulations generalized to real settings. Many individuals with severe disabilities have problems with generalization. Therefore, specific steps must be taken to ensure that generalization occurs. For students who are beyond the typical school age, most instruction will take place in the community. Again, evidence-based procedures can be used to teach skills in home and community settings. They will encourage self-directed learning, the use of technology. They'll probably incorporate peer instruction, peer interaction, and they will undoubtedly use powerful teaching strategies in the community to promote acquisition of skills and generalization to everyday settings. The accumulation of any student's educational experience in the K-12 system is the preparation and the transition from school to employment or from school to a post-secondary educational opportunity. This module will also cover how to encourage and facilitate transition from school to work or school to post-secondary education. Life is full of transitions. Life is full of transitions from preschool to elementary school, from elementary to middle, and then to high school. But it is this transition from high school into the adult life that is often the most anticipated and anxiety-provoking for all parents, let alone parents who have students with significant disabilities. It is at this point where the students' and families' dreams for the future come face to face with reality, the reality of being employed, going to post-secondary education, or both. For students with disabilities, the reality is often harsh. In terms of employment, data from the National Longitudinal Transition Study, WAY-2, indicated that only 55% of all students with disabilities had a paid job outside of the house a year or more outside of school. The percentages were even lower for groups of students who might be considered severely disabled. For example, only 33% of students with mental retardation, 37% of students with autism, and 39% of students with multiple disabilities were employed outside the home a year or more after leaving high school. Clearly, we must do more with students while they're still in school to improve these outcomes. Halpern has defined transition as a period of floundering that occurs for at least the first several years after leaving school as adolescents attempt to assume a variety of adult roles in their communities. The purpose of this module is to provide you, the student, with information so that your students with severe disabilities will avoid floundering and so that they will receive transition services and supports needed for making positive and effective transitions to employment and adulthood. Enjoy this module. I think that you will find it to be very helpful, and I'll follow up with one closing message just because I love the camera so much.